everyone, Jennifer here, and you're probably wondering who these beautiful women are who I'm sitting next to. And these are my very good friends, Juliana and Ariel.
Hello.
And they have joined me today to talk about something really fun, and I've been wanting to talk about this for so long. I wrote about this in my second book, At Home with Madame Chic, about the importance of play for adults, and just when do we ever play as adults? I mean, we play a lot.
I do play a lot.
But most people don't play. You know, and when I say play, I mean games, like getting together with your friends and doing something that you don't normally do. I'm not talking about the game of Monopoly at Thanksgiving. I'm talking about a bit more than that. So if any of you have read At Home with Madame Chic, you probably read the chapter in Entertaining about game nights, and this is the famous Juliana who throws the werewolf parties that we go to. And if you're just tuning in for the first time, you know nothing about me, you're probably thinking, what on earth are they talking about? So why don't you go ahead and tell us, what you like to do with your game nights?
Absolutely. I mean, I think it's so important to make time in your day to kind of really spend time with the people who you care about and who you love. And I think one thing that helps to really make it different from just like a dinner out or a movie where you're even barely interacting is to have a game night. So I have very regular game nights. So we do all sorts of games. Sometimes we do werewolf, as Jen mentioned in her book, which is not as scary as it sounds, I promise. And it's just all about, interacting with your friends, laughing. Like, there are things that I think about to this day that still make me laugh.
The reason why it's important for adults to play is because we have such stressful lives. We go to work, or we're commuting, or we have a stressful job, or we're parents, and we don't sleep very much. I got such little sleep last night. That it's so fun to get together with your friends and just laugh and let go and escape for a little while.
I really love game nights because you get to be with your friends and you get to be present with them. And I feel like most of the time I'm thinking about, do I need to do the laundry, or do I need to get groceries, or do I need to do any of the million tasks that I'm constantly thinking about. And when you're playing a game, it really occupies your whole mind, and so you have to be present and focus on that. And you really have to put away your phone because, right? Because otherwise you're going to miss something.
Yeah, unless you're using it as a timer.
Right.
Then it's okay.
But you can't check every text the way people do even at dinner, which So it's the one thing that you can do with your friends where everyone is really there and you're really paying attention to your friends and being with them.
So with this video, we're going to talk about something really fun in just a second. But before we do that, I wanted to present a call to action for all of you. And that, I know that there's so many stay-at-home moms who watch this channel, and I know that there's so many working women who watch this channel, and you just want to de-stress. And there's only so much Netflix that you can watch. There's only so much, it's fun going out to a restaurant, but it's so fun to do a game night. So I really encourage you to throw your own game nights, and you can just invite your best girlfriends over. It doesn't have to be a lot of people, although Juliana has like sometimes 60 people at
Well, I do a combination because I love both. I love to have,
true.
really intimate parties where it's like 6 people and we can all focus in on like a small board game. And then I love to have, massive 60-person werewolf parties as well. So I think it's great to have a balance. But, whatever you feel comfortable starting with. Like, if it seems intimidating you to throw this huge party and to say to all your friends, like, come play games, and they might be like, what's happening? So maybe start with start with your closest friends and say, let me just get a small group together.
And you could just do a board game, or you could do, there's so many things that you could do.
There's been game nights where just 2 of us have shown up.
Yeah,
and
there was a game night where it was the 3 of us.
Yeah, there was.
And you can still have a lot of fun, no matter how few people it is. And sometimes with my husband, we after we put the baby to bed, we play a game. And that's a really nice way for us to reconnect, and you don't have to get a babysitter, and you can be at home, and it's like a really nice date moment that you can do.
Yeah, my husband and I used to play backgammon, actually, before we had kids. And we should do that again, but that was really fun. It just reminded me of that. I just wanted to say, sometimes as adults, we're so puffed up and we think we're too, we're above playing games. But, at her game nights, as I mentioned in At Home with Madame Chic, there are all sorts of people at her game nights. I mean, you have lawyers, you have movie producers, you have stay-at-home moms, you have
doctors,
political pundits,
people getting their PhDs. I mean, it's just a range of people.
No one is too cool to play a game, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So a call to action today for you to start your own game night. And let me know how it goes. I would love for you to comment below and also report back afterward, and maybe you could make it a regular thing. So I wanted to segue into something else that we like to do, and not many people know about this type of form of entertainment because frankly, they introduced it to me. But we often do what's called a room escape adventure. And what you do in a room escape is you and your friends, a group of people, usually anywhere between 6 to 12?
6 to 12, generally,
people. We go into a room, and it's, these companies have them, and you have 1 hour to solve a mystery before something happens. And it's an interactive thing with puzzles and just riddles and all sorts of things. And so we've been doing this regularly now for about over a year. And it's just something that we do every now and then, and it's so much fun. It's such a great way to escape. I usually lose hope 10 minutes before the timer goes on. I'm just in a chair. The reason why I say that is because these two have created a game called Escape Room in a Box. And they have created that experience that we would go to in these room escapes, and they have boxed it into a game that you can actually have in your home and play with your friends. And I played it last week. I was blown away. I have to say, I had low expectations. I did, because I thought, how are they going to pull this off? But honestly, I even liked it better than the real escape rooms.
Yeah.
I did. And
That's so sweet.
there were so many fun surprises and riddles, and well, I'm going to let you talk about it, and then I'll talk a bit more about my experience.
Lessons from Madame Chic. You talk about throwing a dinner party, and we were thinking, how fun would that be if we could throw a party and sort of the main event is an escape room. And then you could spend, and then afterwards you could talk to your friends about who unlocked what and who did what puzzle, and you can't do that at a real escape room.
Yeah, so you have more time for connection with your friends is ultimately what we were looking for.
I loved it, and I think we're going to insert some pictures of me playing right here. But my experience with this game was so fun because it was, it was me, Juliana's cousin, and 2 of our girlfriends, and we were sitting there, and you were just immersed for 1 hour solving puzzles, riddles. You're working as a team, and it's so exciting when you figure something out, and there's surprises. It was wonderful, and we did solve it. We solved it before the time was up. Yeah. And it was such a satisfactory feeling. So I think they are really onto something, a new wave of at-home game entertainment. The board game is coming back. People are tired of looking at screens. They just want to interact with each other. So anyway, I just wanted to tell you about their new project, and I'll link everything below if you're interested in seeing their project. If you know someone who loves games, this would blow them away because they've never seen anything like it. So it would make a great gift for a gamer that you know, or
also for puzzlers. You've really tried to put in a lot of different puzzles to have, physical puzzles and mental puzzles.
Yes.
So, if you enjoy puzzles of all different sorts.
If you like Sudoku or the crossword or something, this is like that, but times 100. It's wonderful. And I will link it below. They have a Kickstarter that you can actually order the game on, and I will link everything below. Escape Room in a Box, the Werewolf Experiment. I'm sure they'll have many more of these. This is probably the first, game of many. Thank you so much for joining us today, and I hope you feel inspired to throw your own game night. Let us know in the comment section below what you think, and thank you to Juliana and Ariel for being on my channel and discussing this very important topic. So I'll see you next time on the Daily Connoisseur.